Okay, so for review number 2, problem number 5 is just like the one that you guys had on the quiz. It says which one cannot be simplified. So you have to try to simplify all of them and see which one does not. So I would start off with A and say that A can be divided by 2. That gives you 12. 12 can be divided by 2. That gives you 6. 6 can be divided by 2. That gives you 3. I already see a pair of 2's that can come out. The pair of 2 comes out, and you end up with 2 times 3 inside. That's 6. This one can be simplified. Remember, this pair comes out, and then the 2 and the 3, you multiply them, and that gives you the 6. So that is not the answer because you can simplify it. B, the square root of 25 is 5. 5 times 5, so you take out a pair of 5s. That one can also be simplified, so that's not the answer. C can be divided by 2, and that gives you 13, and 13 is a prime number. So if I expand it, that's 2 times 13, there is no pairs to come out. So this cannot be simplified. It stays square root of 26. So that is your answer. Let's just go ahead and do D, just so that you can see that that one also simplifies. It can be divided by 3. That gives you 9. And 9 can be divided by 3. That gives you 3. So I can take out a pair of 3's, and that one stays inside the radical. Okay, so square root of 27 is 3 square root of 3. The answer is C. Okay, so if we do problem number 6 now, it already has a 5 on the outside. So leave the 5 on the outside, but factor the 80. Leave the 5 outside. Factor the 80, that's 2, gives you 40. 40 can be divided by 2, that gives you 20. 20 can be divided by 2, that gives you 10. 10 can be divided by 2, that gives you 5. So when I rewrite it, remember this 5 stays outside. So now you have 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 5 inside. You can take out a pair of 2's. That just becomes 1, 2. And take out the other pair of 2. That also becomes a 2. Leave the 5, this one, underneath the radical. And this other 5 that was already outside stays outside, and you multiply it. Okay, so if you multiply, you have 5 times 2, that's 10, times 2 is 20, square root of 5. That would be your answer, so that's C. Okay, so now we're looking at problem number 13. It's saying which of the following describes all of the solutions to the inequality 5x plus 7y greater than or equal to 22 when y equals negative 4. So I have to substitute negative 4 for y. So you go over here and you look at the y. You're going to put negative 4 in there, but it has to be in parentheses. So you would say 5x plus 7 parentheses greater than or equal to 22. And inside those parentheses, you're going to put negative 4 because that's what they said y is. Y is negative 4. So you draw your line, you multiply 7 times negative 4, gives you negative 28. Multiply. Bring everything down, so now you have 5x minus 28 greater than or equal to 22. What is happening to the x? It's multiplying by 5 and subtracted 28. So what's the first thing that you're going to do? You're going to add. Because you're trying to get rid of the subtraction, you're going to add 28 to both sides. That gives you 50. Bring everything else down. And then the last step is to divide by 5. So divide by 5, divide by 5. X is greater than or equal to 10. Why did I not flip this sign? You do not multiply or divide by a negative, okay? Now this one has two answers. I don't care which one you pick, C or D. That's not what's going to happen on the test. So as long as you know what the answer is, you should be fine.